She is a woman disguises as a man. That day when she went out for a walk, while she is relaxing by the riverside, accidentally, she hears a strange noise. She feels curious and go to the noise's direction. Looks like he didn't get a proper burial. Xiaolu turns her back and go, not because she's heartless, it's just that in this chaotic Qingshui place, the corpses are so normal that even children look at them so much that they become indifferent, but she doesn't know that this man wasn't dead yet. At this time, Xiaolu still walking around and talking to an acquaintance. Surprisingly, she looks a man with his hair down on the side of the road, startles and surprises. That is the man at the river. The man sits helplessly in the corner of the wall, looking so pitiful and lost in the crowd. Xiaolu slowly approaches, seem like he's still breathing. She asks the man if he can stand and walk. Then, she bends down and touches his shoulder, but the dude's still silent. Xiaolu is trying to drag the man to the clinic and shouting for help. Not long after, two men appear and help her to take him to bed, but their faces clearly annoying and not very enthusiastic. They blame her. Why did you bring Beggar home? This is a clinic, not a charity organization. Xiaolu doesn't answer. She just tells them to get water and wash that man's wounds. Then she intends to get up and goes back to her room to rest and hands the other man to them. Just after she left, a voice calls her back. Big brother Lu, come over here. This person probably won't survive. Xiaolu thinks that they are just clumsy so they don't know how to handle it, but when she comes over, even a person that's so familiar with corpses like her still have to shocks. All over the man's body are traces of cruel execution, blood and flesh mixed together. Xiaolu falls into silence, tells those two to get in her room, get some medicines at the bottom of a box. Then, she starts to undresses the man, afraid of making him scares. She politely calms the dude. While cleaning the wounds, she also helps him to feels more comfortable. You can let it out if it hurt too much. But surprisingly, through the whole treating session, the man didn't scream or make any noise, just quietly suffered all the pain, until Xiaolu wants to takes off his pants. The man starts shaking. Xiaolu looks and laughs. We are brothers, and why are you afraid of someone taking off your pants? When she saw the injuries on his lower half, she suddenly froze. The wounds are more serious than the upper half. The torture method is terrifying. Xiaolu makes careful recommendation to his fellows to get all the things she needs. All the night, she trying her best just to bring the man back to life. Next morning, Xiaolu comes back to her room, feeling exhausted. Suddenly, she sees Lao Mu waiting for her. Don't be a fool. Matzi and Chuanzi can't tell, but you should be able to tell that he is a god clan and he can't be a lower class god like us. At that, killing only requires the head to fall to the ground. There must be a reason behind that kind of injury. You will only get yourself killed for saving someone you shouldn't save. Hearing Lao Mu's advice, Xiaolu distracts him and asks, is the duck soup ready yet? Tell Chuanzi to bring me a bowl. I will feed him. Lao Mu understands that Xiaolu stubbornly wants to save that god clan's man, so he respects her decision. Thanks to Xiaolu's careful attention and recuperation for half a year, the man was finally able to bath himself. Xiaolu also didn't care about the man's smell of having not bathed for half a year. On the contrary, she sat next to him, nibbled on chicken thighs and reminded him, your nails haven't grown back yet, so don't scrub too hard when you shower. Right at that moment, Xiaolu accidentally glances over. The sunlight is shining on his handsome face and the faint steam around him, making him look like a god on earth. Xiaolu looks surprised without blinking. His face is red, his heart is pounding. After that, she confuses and turns her head to continue gnawing on the chicken thigh, trying to regain her composure, but all of that, being seen by the man already. It's been more than half a year since he came here, but Chuanzi and everyone haven't seen him speak. They all think that he is a fool, or else he is mute. Seeing her friend saying that, Xiaolu slaps his face, teaching the Chuanzi a lesson. Who's the fool after all? He makes people respect him for surviving such a cruel torture. That kind of perseverance absolutely can't be one of a simpleton. Matzi asks more gentle, is his throat injured? That's why he can't talk. Xiaolu has checked that before. It was injured in his throat. His voice may change, but he should be able to speak. At that moment the back door suddenly opens, ending the argument. Everyone look at the door. The handsome man steps out. Even though he dresses simply, he still cannot hid his noble temperament. In such a small town like Qingshui, it's really rare to see a man with that noble temperament. Even a man as Chuanzi looks surprises looking at him. Meanwhile Xiaolu still very chill. Although he walks with a limp, he seems sturdy. Xiaolu immediately tells him that if his legs doesn't hurt much, he can try to practice walking. After 2-3 months of rest, you can leave. The man is thinking that Xiaolu wants him to get out, so after half a year he finally says, I have nowhere else to go. He begs Xiaolu to let him stay. Xiaolu stuns and asks him what is his name. The dude is silent for a while, then shooks his head. Xiao Lu takes a look at that appearance, wondering if the other person had lost his mind or didn't want to tell her. The man intended to repay her with his own body, wanting to be Xiao Lu's servant, especially because she saved him. He asked Xiao Lu to name. Although he looks self-deprecating, Xiao Lu can still recognize he doesn't want them to know his true identity. She said he didn't look like an obedient servant, so Xiao Lu didn't want to take in. He is silent for a while, bowing his head close to Xiao Lu's head. He said seriously, "I will obey you." That distance and serious tone made Xiao Lu's face red, but she still keeps her mind clear, half joking and half serious, saying, "In the future, when you meet someone you know, you must also listen to me." Matzi and Chuanzi nearby also want him to stay, so they keep sending signals to Xiao Lu. "It's so beautiful that much." At the same time, he also firmly said, "I will listen." Xiao Lu's eyes lit up. She turns her, "Then you can stay." Matzi and Chuanzi also seems happy. Xiao Lu gives him a bowl of something and tells him to sit down and eat. Matzi enthusiastically explains, "Beggar, it's licorice that's good for the throat." The man obeys and sits down to eat, looking at him eating herbs. He looks so elegant. Matzi also feels shy to call him a beggar and asks Qiu Luke to name him. Although Xiao Lu is very proficient in poetry, his generous personality immediately gives him the name Bitterweed. When Matzi and Chuanzi hear that and immediately protest, because they want him to have a proper name, Chuanzi and Matzi begging Xiao Lu to give him a better name. "Brother Lu, please give him a better name, at least not one like ours." Unexpectedly, that flattery is a bit annoying. Xiao Lu angrily asked Xiao Lu, "What do you mean? What's wrong with your names?" Matzi quickly releases Chuanzi's siege. "Brother Lu, there are people who are built as clouds in the sky, and there are people who are mud on the ground. It is incomparable." Xiao Lu thinks seriously for a while and wants to call him Clay. Matzi and Chuanzi continue to protest. They found that the more they helped, the more confused they became. "Brother Lu, please think of another name for him. Think of a good name like yours." Hearing Chuanzi said, Xiao Lu immediately agrees, scratching the right itch. She strokes her chin thoughtfully, finally had an idea. Xiao Lu picks up a tree branch on the ground, throws it to Matzi and tells him to count the leaves. Matzi seriously counts and there are 17 leaves on it. In the blink of an eye, half a year has passed. Shichi is sweeping leaves. Unexpectedly, Matzi gives a bag of money for him. This is the money he had saved to get married. Shichi doesn't understand why Matzi gives him his money, because Shichi's legs has not completely recovered. To think that Xiao Lu's medical skills aren't that great either. Therefore, he told Shichi to go into town to buy medicine from Bai Keatang. The person in that medical shop is the 18th great disciple of King Shenong. Who knows, his superior medical skills could cure his leg. Hearing that, Shichi immediately throws the money back and returns it. Matzi is surprised. "Just pay me slowly, the limbs are the big deal, or you can pay me later." But Shichi thinks it's not bad now. Matzi doesn't understand how he can tells this is good. Does he want to be crippled all his life? Shichi still calmly said that Xiao Lu wouldn't mind. Matzi laughed. "What's the use if Xiao Lu doesn't mind? Look at Brother Lu's lazy appearance. Clothes are no different from rags." As soon as he finished speaking, Xiao Lu immediately flew over and kicked Matzi. "Who are you calling lazy?" Matzi quickly admitted his mistake. Suddenly her eyes are lit up, seeing that Matzi's wedding money is also quite good. They can have some good drinks tonight. Matzi in the back desperately begs Brother Lu not to do that. It was the money he saved to get married. In the evening, the food and drinks are certainly very sumptuous, with plenty of meat. Chuanzi's eyes are glow, asking Xiao Lu what day is today. "Don't ask me, it's Matzi treating us at this time." Thank you for watching my channel. Subscribe to the channel and press the bell button to follow the next episodes.